Good morning everyone, Jane here. How are you today? It is Saturday morning here in Australia and I thought I would kick off my weekend by doing this video for you. So I hope you enjoy it. Today I want to talk about Wearingeul, the brand Wearingeul, and some of their products that they have, in particular some of their swatching products. So as you all know, I love these Wearingeul Smile Cat ink swatch cards, and I have been using them quite a bit. Sorry, I'm losing my voice. So I absolutely love using these. They show up sheen, shimmer, all the different elements in ink. They show shading. They've been really enjoyable to use, and what happens is they come in a pack of, these particular ones come in a packet of 50, but they come with like a slight sort of embossed image. I'm not sure if you're getting that on the camera, but it comes with this little sort of swatched sort of embossed image. You put the ink over it and then it gives you that smiling cat face effect. So they're the ones that I've always used. As I said, they come in a box of 50, but I believe there's some other ones that they have, which are just the ink bottles. They're not the smiling cat face, and I believe you can get those in a pack of 100. And they're probably, if you're going to purchase them, they probably work out a little bit better value. But I just love these ones because they put a smile on my face every single time I use them. So that's the first thing. Now the second thing they've got, well, they've got lots of things, but you know, the other thing that I was really interested in are these impression color swatch cards. Now they come in just a card like that. You've got 10 ink bottles and space to write, and you get, they're A5 size, and they come in a pack of 20. So you actually get 20 of these sheets, and the way that I was thinking I might use these is by cutting them up. So I thought when I'm doing ink swaps with people, I could perhaps actually do this, cut them in half, or you could even cut them down again and actually swatch the ink for the people that you're sending the samples to, so they get a bit of an idea of what you've sent them. And as I said, you could also just cut these down and put them in a binder and use them as ink swatch cards as well. So they're actually quite good value. I like those. The next thing I wanted to look at, and it's new to me, is the Impression Color Swatch book. Now each page has 9 ink bottles and a space to write. I thought I would use this purely for my bottles of ink that I have in my collection, not for samples, because I tend to swatch all the samples on the Smiling Cat ink swatch cards, and they go into my Travelers Company card files. So I tend to put them all in here, bottled inks and samples. So I thought I'll just use this book purely for my bottles of ink and do, you know, say green on one page, blue on another, and see how that goes. But this book comes with 40 pages, and there's, as I said, 9 spaces for 9 inks. So that equates to 360 ink bottles. I don't have that many in my collection, but you know, you get the drift. Like, this is actually really good. And if you didn't want to have the swatch cards, this is a really good idea because it's all in one place. You can keep it all together. And Simona from Simone's channel, she's gone there a step further, and she's actually put over on the other side of the page all her chromatography strips for the corresponding inks, which I thought was a wonderful idea, because then you can actually see, even though inks can look similar when you swatch them, you have a look at the chromatography and the two inks might look completely different and they're made up with different colors. So it's it's quite interesting. So she's done that. I might actually do that too, because it's such a great idea. So that was the next thing that I got. And then I also wanted to try out their Nobile pad. It's 100 pages. It's 101 GSM, A5 size, and it's lined paper. And as you all know, I do an awful lot of letter writing. And I thought, oh, this would be fun to try as well and just see what it's like. The paper is it has a bit of a toothiness to it. Like, it doesn't feel smooth like some of the Japanese papers. But yeah, I'll be interested to try it. And then lastly, I wanted to try their reservoir notepad. I'm almost at the end of my ink swatching book, and that's an endless recorder book with Tomoe River paper. And so I'm looking at moving into something else, and I thought I might give this a go and just see how it works. So it's A5 size as well. It's a 4mm grid, and it comes with 100 pages, and it's 140 GSM. So that was really interesting as well. So I want to give that a go and see what it's like. So that's the other thing. But I'll just put that to the side for the moment, because what I would like to try and do is I want to swatch in here in this colour swatch book and do some of this for you. So I've just selected 3 of my bottles of ink that are green. So I've got 2 Robert Osters and a Diamine. So I've got River of Fire and Peppermint for Robert Oster, and then I've got Sherwood Green for Diamine. So they're the 3 that I'm going to swatch with you this morning. I've got everything lined up ready to go. I might just put that off to the side. Now stay tuned to the very end, because I've actually got a special offer for you all as well, okay? So make sure you stay to the end to get all the details, okay? So the first one we're doing is River of Fire. And you know I'm not going to be able to get this in the... I've got a smaller paintbrush. Maybe I need to try the smaller paintbrush. Being neat is not my thing. You guys know that. I tend to make a mess. So that's the first one. Actually, I might put this on there so I'm not getting skin oils on the thing. So this one is Robert Oster, and it is River of Fire. Oh, it's very nice to write on. Like, the paper, even though I said to you, it has a sort of toothiness to it. Well, not, not incredibly rough, but just it's different to that of your Tomoe River paper and some of your Japanese papers. But it's very nice to write on. Okay, so let's do the next one. This one is Peppermint. I might use my smaller paintbrush, and just see how that goes. We'll use this one. Oops. Okay. This is taking a lot of concentration because I'm trying not to make a mess. It certainly shows up all the different elements of the ink, which is nice. Oh, gone outside the lines. Might actually put a bit more on that. Now I've really saturated that page. Let's see if it sort of bleeds through on the other side a bit. That would be interesting actually, just to see. Because I know with the Tomoe River paper, if you put too much ink down, it actually starts to bleed through on the other side. Not so much with writing, but definitely with swatching. Okay, so this is Robert Oster Peppermint. Oh, this is so lovely to write on. Okay, so that's the next one. And then we'll do this Diamine Sherwood Green. This is a lovely, lovely deep green. Has a bit of a red sheen to it, this one. As does the River of Fire, that's got a lot of red sheen to it. So this is the Sherwood Green. Okay. So Diamine Sherwood Green. Okay, so we'll just let those dry for a bit and then we'll have a look at the other side of the paper. I wonder if I should swatch. Let's swatch them on here too. What do you reckon? We'll see what that's like on the other side as well. Just move that out of the way just a little bit. And I'll just do these and see what it's like on this paper. I've got a feeling that this paper is the same, if not very, very similar. So this one's a Robert Oster River of Fire. This bottle's been used a lot, so I'm trying to see just how far down it is to dip my pen in and everything. So this is Robert Oster River of Fire. And then we've got the Robert Oster Peppermint. Okay. This rubber dusted peppermint's just a little bit lighter than the River of Fire. Similar, but not the same. And then we'll do this one, the Diamond Sherwood Green. Oh, I think I've got too much water on my brush for this one. Anyway, see how that comes out. So two very sort of dark emerald green inks. I haven't done the chromatography on these, so it'd be interesting to see what they look like with the chromatography. So this is Diamond Sherwood Green. Okay. So I'll let those ones dry too. Put that out of the way. So far no bleed through or anything, so that's good. I didn't think there would be, but you know, it's always good to try these things. Now these are the ones we did in the in the impression colour swatch book. And hopefully you're getting this, but this Barbados River of Fire has got quite a bit of red sheen. The peppermint has a little bit of a red sheen, but it's not as heavy as the River of Fire. It's still drying. And then your Sherwood Green usually has a bit of sheen as well, but I'm not seeing it as much. You can see a little bit maybe on the edges. And then if we go over on the other page, no, there's been no bleed through. So that's really good to see. It's a nice way of having them all together too and comparing them. And I won't do these because I've already done them on those before. I should see if I can find them for you. These are blues and greys. Where are my greens? Okay, let me find them for you. I hope I've swatched them. Oh yeah. Here's the River of Fire. Here's the peppermint. And here's the Sherwood Green. So here's the River of Fire. You can see it's got quite a bit of red sort of sheen to it. This is the peppermint, another bit of crazy red sheen as well. And here's the Sherwood Green. So quite a bit of red sheen there as well. But putting them together, so River of Fire, peppermint, and Sherwood Green, you can see they are different. Peppermint has just got a little bit more green in it to what the River of Fire is. The River of Fire has a bit more teal to it, and this Sherwood Green is more of a true green, I guess you could say. But all have red sheen and all lovely dark green inks. So, put those there for you. Put that there. Now, I've spoken with, I got all of these from the Desk Bandit, and I've spoken with RJ over at the Desk Bandit, and he has very kindly, for this weekend only, they are giving 15% off for 2 or more of the Wearingeul Swatch products. So I will put a link in the description box below with a link. I believe there's 12 products on offer. A lot of it is just these cards, the book, and a few other things. So you will get 15% off if you buy 2 or more of those products, but only for this weekend. So, and you have to use the code JP Pen and Ink, all in uppercase. Now it's going from Friday the 15th of September, 6 p.m. Australian Western Time, and the code is good until Sunday 11:59 p.m. Australian Western Time. So be mindful of those time zones. So because some of you may be overseas and it'll be a different time zone for you. So maybe, I don't know if you've got on your phone like a clock where you can actually have a world time clock and actually see different time zones in different countries. So Australian Western Time, a good city to search for that would be Perth, and that will give you the time in Perth, but it'll also tell you how many hours behind or forward you are, etc. So I'm really impressed with these Wearingeul products. I've got a couple of their inks, but I'm really impressed with their paper that they've brought out. It's, as I said, it's just a little bit thicker than it's a lot thicker than the Tomoe River paper. But just the fact that you're not getting any bleed through, and that it does show up all the different property elements of an ink, like the shading, the sheen, and the shimmer really well. I love the fact that I can have it all in one book as well. And then I love that I can pull these out and do comparisons as well, and just sort of really look at inks and go, oh, hang on, that's very similar. You know, do I really need another bottle of that in my collection, or do I need another sample, or what have you? And then these, I think these are great. As I said, they come in a sheet of 10. You get 20 of them in the pack. But as I said to you, I'm probably going to cut them down and use them in ink swaps with people. And that way they can just get a bit of an idea of what I have sent them. So that's what I've got for you today. I hope you would take advantage of the coupon code and sort of stock up on some of these products. My swatch cards, the Smile Cat swatch cards, come in a little plastic container that I love repurposing for other things. So I've been using them for putting stickers in and things like that. So or you could just swatch the cards and leave them in here as well, but I tend to put mine in the folders, and then I repurpose these for other things, which is handy as well. So thank you very much everyone for tuning in and watching today. The other thing I want to talk about is it's coming up for my first 1 year anniversary on YouTube. And I just wanted to say thank you to all of you for following along on my journey. For those of you who have subscribed and you comment and you like my videos, it's been wonderful. It's really given me a lot of encouragement to keep going. This was quite a nerve-wracking process for me of putting myself out there. I can be quite a shy person and an introverted person. And the whole reason I started this was to connect with other people, because I don't really have anyone that lives close by to me that's into fountain pens and inks. I mean, my husband and my kids use them, but you know, they don't really nerd out about it, you know, they're not really as excited about it as what I am. And this was a place that I could connect with other people and essentially nerd out about it. So it's been my happy place. But yeah, every now and then I get some self-doubt and I think, oh, I shouldn't do that, or oh, my videos aren't really good enough, or oh, I shouldn't say that, oh, I say too much, and I become very self-critical of myself. um, so yeah, I just want to say thank you for bearing with me and sticking with me, and for supporting me. It's been greatly appreciated, and it has been wonderful to connect with you all and to send you messages and chat, and I've just really loved it. So thank you. Thank you for being a part of the journey. And that's all I've got for you today. As I said, I'll put all the details for these items. There'll be a link in the description box below, and I'll also put the coupon code down in there too, and just the times that the coupon's going to be good for, so you can take advantage of that. Alright, take care everyone. Thank you so much for watching today. I hope you all have a great weekend, and I will see you back here next time. Bye.